Most of us are living in homes designed for people who don't exist, not ghosts. Worse, future buyers. You know them. That imaginary couple strolls through our heads every time we pick a paint color. Will future buyer approve of this light fixture? Will future buyer love this wallpaper? Will future buyer find emotional stability in beige? This is wild if you think about it. We pay the mortgage. We wake up there. We spill coffee on the counters. Yet some invincible stranger gets final say on the backsplash. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not homeowners. We are live-in stagers. We've been told to pick up things that are timeless. You know what the 1970s called timeless? Avocado green refrigerators, orange shag rugs, like living in a disco era harvest festival. My aunt's kitchen was peak ruby. She thought it was forever. By the 90s, realtors were like, rip it out. Fast forward to the early 2000s, we called Tuscan arches timeless, wrought iron grate decor, sponge painted walls. We turned suburbs into faux Italian villas. Designers now call it Olive Garden chic. Cozy then, cringy now. Here's the rule. If something's trending, it's not timeless. It's pre-scheduled embarrassment. If playing it safe still makes you outdated later, why not at least be outdated with personality? What if those bold 70 kitchen taught us to embrace quirks over conformity? Let me tell you when I cracked. I was in my living room, staring at a bold teal paint swatch. My pulse was racing like I was about to propose to it. On one shoulder, logic. Future buyer will hate this. Stick to grage. On the other, inner child. Teal wall now. I walked away, came back, walked away, came back again. At one point, I was bargaining like it was a hostage negotiation. Okay, what if I paint it now, but repaint it before I sell? That's reversible joy, right? Finally, I snapped. I opened the can, rolled that thing like Michelangelo on caffeine. And I'm telling you, the moment the wall dried, my soul stood up straighter. I didn't just paint a wall. I reclaimed territory from future buyer. I'm not alone here. Let's talk about someone who didn't design for resale. Elvis Presley. In his house, Graceland, he built the jungle room. Shag carpet on the floor, shag carpet on the ceiling. Green as Kermit Jamboree. People called it ridiculous, tacky, too much. Today, over 650,000 people a year pay to see that room. Why? Because it's unapologetic, because it feels like someone lived there. No one pays to tour normal beige house number 47. Yet, people fly across the world to see pure, unfiltered identity. Blandness does not create legacy. Boldness does. Let's take one more detour. Ancient Rome. Emperor Nero's built a villa called the Golden House. Gold leaf ceilings, rotating dining rooms, like a Vegas penthouse on steroids. Was it resale friendly? Absolutely not. Half of it got buried after he died. But it screamed Nero was here. Imagine he'd gone neutral for the next emperor. We'd had forgotten him. These stories, Elvis, Nero, they remind us Homes with soul leave a mark, even if trends fade. There's a science behind this, by the way. Environmental psychology shows personalized spaces boost well being. One study found workers in customized offices were up to 18% more productive. Another showed nature inspired decor cuts anxiety by fostering place attachment. That emotional bond making a house feel like home. Translation: beige isn't neutral, beige is an emotional numbing. Think about this. In a world of Instagram perfect homes, are we designing for likes or for life? What if timeless is just code for fear? How would your mood shift if your space mirrored your quirks? A house designed out of fear becomes a place you pass through, not one you live in. Here's the question I want you to carry home. If someone walked through your house today, would they know who lives there? Or would they assume it belongs to the realtor staging team? If your home doesn't tell your story, who will? Picture this. You paint the wall you've been afraid to paint. You buy the weird lamp shaped like a bird because it makes you laugh. You built the reading nook you've always wanted, not for resale, but because you want to disappear into your novels like when you were 9. And suddenly, you don't just live in a house, you belong there. Homes are not museums for hypothetical buyers. They are mirrors, reflecting the people courageous enough to leave fingerprints. Go home, look around, and ask yourself, where have I been hiding in my own house? Then fix it. Let future buyer adjust. In the meantime, long live the teal wall.